it takes strength to allow your man to lead, you know, but the strength is, like you said, is in the support and communication, guys. You can't have community without communication.
There is another side where it's self-inflicted. And then you try to claim that you, the strong black woman, when you put yourself into that predicament. That's true.
It's not all men leave. Some men is out here getting verbally abused by their woman, and we on the outside, we call them weak for that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
True. Let's go.
Trey, what you got for us, man? I know you got something.
I gotta.
And we haven't prepped for this, by the way, either.
I gotta.
Anytime he says, I mean, you know, he looks, he puts his head to the side, and then I know him, and then he'd be like, I mean, you know, and he starts smiling. It's gonna be something that we don't like. Go ahead.
Right. It's a heavy question.
Oh gosh.
What defines the strength of a black woman?
Why are you gonna do it? Oh gosh, all right.
I would say
women in general, yes, but I want to be specific. What defines the strength of a black woman?
I think a strong black woman gives a certain level of support and nurture that I don't think you could get from any other woman. I think it's something about the nurture, the touch, the way when, you know, your black woman, your queen talking to you, it make you feel like you can do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it give you that strength to be like, you know what, like, yo, yeah, I could go out here and tackle the world. So I would say it's like the nurture and then the support, in my opinion. That's what I'm thinking off the cuff, because he really just like sprung this one up on us, yeah.
Okay.
And then he been sitting thinking about this for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's sitting there holding it.
Yo, what's up, FMF Mob? What's good, yo? Hey, I want to thank y'all for all the subscribers that we got. We clicked over 100 subscribers, but we looking, man, we need more support. So y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button at the bottom. Make sure you like the videos and keep showing us support. Y'all take care.
So, I want to say first, shout out to all the swirlers. If you want to be a swirler, I don't know if this.
I don't know where he comes up with these terms. What are these terms?
I don't know if these swirlers want to, you know, deal with this kind of topic, but this for the ones that want to stay with the chocolates and the chocolates.
Y'all
all
do what
together.
y'all do.
Right, but
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Understand
you know?
that this goes towards all women, but we just specifying black women.
Yeah. Main thing I see when it comes to their strength is, number one, is their femininity. I think femininity has a wrong, how do you want to say it? Outlook on it. It has a bad name to it when you hear femininity. Most women, they probably see femininity as far as being weak or soft or femininity is strength, like crazy strength.
Absolutely.
And I don't know why it's not a light really shined on to say you need to push it more during this feminism act that's going on right now. What's been going on. But I think femininity is the number one. That's what makes them very strong.
Right.
Very, very. That's number one on my list. Yeah.
So how I came up with this topic is because I've spoken to quite a few of our sisters, right? And some of the things, especially towards the mindset coaching, a lot of times is repressed trauma or repeated things that keeps happening. So it's kind of an oxymoron for me, I would say, or kind of like a conundrum, where to truly see where the strength lays, it has to be tested. You don't know somebody's strong until they're in a situation that they have to be strong.
I get where you're going.
You don't know how brave or courageous somebody is until they're in a situation where they have to be courageous. And the same goes for trust. You don't know if somebody's truly trustworthy until that trust is tested. With that, I see this repeated stigma where most of us don't realize how strong that woman is until they've dealt with the brunt of our bullshit.
Oh, like pushing them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
right. Facts.
When do we normally say that she's strong? After she done dealt with some of your bull, after, she done bailed you out of jail,
Right.
After she, still stayed after you've done something, after you've done something abusive, you either put your hands on her or you done cussed her out mentally, done verbally abused her somehow, and she still withstood that and still wants to have the femininity, do the support, and still try to build you up along through getting herself together, man. That's a strong woman.
Yes, it's bad. That's it. I know what you mean.
So, that's why I asked this question. How do we define the strength of a black woman? Because it's hard for us to tell if you're a strong person in general if that strength has not been tested and if we don't truly know, what you've been through, your trials, tribulations, and where you are now. If we don't know these things, then it's hard for us to say that you're actually a strong person, you're a strong black woman. But we usually see this after you've been through some stuff with us. And the black women who I've spoken to all can say, yo, that's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. Because, we reverse that. And we gonna get deep. Because if we reverse
you got my mind racing right now, bro. I'm telling you, go ahead, yo. I'm thinking, yo.
If we reverse that, right, we already spoke on it. Should no woman be calling us out our name? And as soon as you start calling us a bitch or whatever, all right, dudes, we out. We don't stick around, but that doesn't cater to our strength. We're still a strong black men. We're strong because we can leave.
You know the wild part about that? It's not all men leave. Some men is out here getting verbally abused by their woman, and we on the outside, we call them weak for that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
True. You
yes.
can't, and there's no statistic to show the strength and the damage that that mental, that like you said, the mental. What I say? Yeah, it's called mental. I'm trying to think of the big word, if it was a big word, but mental harm that women put on because they can't put any physical damage on, but they can.
They can.
But for the most, it's mental.
Yeah.
And mental stays with you longer than the physical in my eyes.
Absolutely.
They do. I still remember something that a kid would say to me back when I was 9 years old. He said that to me. So it's the same exact way. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So, man, that's where I like, when I've had some of these conversations, like how these conversations even come up, it's like, it's a general theme where after, verbal abuse, mental abuse, even physical abuse, after some trials and tribulations that are like highly pivotal, like I said, like going to jail or cheating or impregnating another woman while you're supposed to be committed, stuff like that, and you expect this woman still to stay. And that's when, if they decide to, that's when it's strong. But more so than that, guys, and I'm one. I've been through it, and this is why I can acknowledge it after having enough conversations about it, after, talking to my own woman about it, after going through some things. Once you take accountability, or once you get caught for whatever it is that you've done, or you acknowledge the pain, the weight that you're putting on your woman, once you acknowledge it, you feel as though, okay, I got it. Now get over it.
Oh, you try to tell her to get over it. I did it. Get over it.
Like that was a week ago. She's still hurting. How long are you supposed to stay while she's doing her healing?
Yeah.
And then we look at it as, oh, now you're being radical. Now you had an attitude. Now you just bringing up old shit. It's not just that. Like, you can't imagine or fathom, because women know. This is one thing that, like, they have a sixth sense. Women know. And a lot of times when they go looking for something or making accusations, it's because they can feel it. They're more in tune with themselves. So something is off. What's going on? But I don't know how to communicate what I'm feeling properly to somebody who is more logical.
Or they don't trust you.
Or they don't trust you. They don't trust you to tell the truth about it. So they'll go looking for something to, what is really happening.
True.
So, are you still here? You ain't subscribed yet? Hit that button, my man. Hit that button to subscribe. When all darkness comes to light,
They do.
when things comes to light, and the guy gets put on Front Street, so to say, where he has no choice but to hold himself accountable.
Right.
It's like, now that that's out in the light, I've done that, I could apologize, let's move on. And it sounds good for you.
I've done it before. Yeah.
Most guys have, most of us have. And that sounds good for you. But that woman, now she's looking at the patterns, which she felt before, because it probably didn't look like nothing was bad in the first place.
Thanks.
You're not just out here wilding out. You're trying to be strategic, whatever you're doing. So she's looking at the patterns, looking at what you're talking, how you're talking, what you're saying to her, what you're doing. When times you coming in. Now she's got to pay attention to all of this, and who knows for how long before she's able to get back in a good spot. And most of us, this is where I want to jump in. Most of us will, I'm not gonna stay with you through your healing process. And now I'm just gonna label you crazy. So after I left you, and that woman is now at her hurt spot, in her broken place, after you've broken this woman, you're gonna leave her because now she's not strong. Now I need to go find me another strong black woman.
Okay.
So now you go to and bringing your bullshit to the next one. You carrying it over, and you left this one who stuck through it with you. But now that she's going through her healing and she's still hurting, this bitch crazy, bro. I can't deal with it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I can't deal with it. And now you done left her broken. So now she has to heal from that. And she has to watch it out for it on the next one. So now it's like, well, I just don't want to deal with this entirely, because now black women are crazy. Black women have an attitude. What are they hurting, man? It's like we don't take full accountability, and then don't have the patience to actually...
Man, true, but I see what you're saying. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit.
Let's do it. That's why I want. Gotta bring it up.
I believe that 100%, and that does happen. That dudes be messing up, and they try to find the good, strong black woman after he done some crazy stuff. That happens a lot. Y'all gotta change that.
Come on, man.
Y'all messed up the playing field out here for other men that ain't done nothing.
Ain't did nothing.
Because you messed that up. There are dudes like that do stuff like that.
Yeah.
They need to be shunned out. I ain't gonna lie about that. But
Go ahead.
I'm not in the. I'm in. Y'all know my line. Victims Olympics.
Yeah.
Now there is another side where it's self-inflicted, and then you try to claim that you, the strong black woman, when you put yourself into that predicament. That's true. That's really the truth. Right? You see some women that'll have two baby daddies, 3 baby daddies, and then they'll be like, I'm taking care of these kids on my own. I'm a strong black woman. I do everything for my kids. I'm like, in the beginning, honestly, you caused all this. You lay down with that man. You know he won't nobody.
You know that nigga won't good.
You know he won't nobody. So it gets to a point where you self-inflicted this strong black woman when you did this. Didn't nobody tell you to do that? Now you tell everybody you strong off of stuff that you made of. Yeah. No. So it plays both, and I see both sides. I see how dudes be messing up, and I see how some women, they just want to get that role of being I'm strong and independent. Mm-hmm. When you did it on your own, that's crazy. That's like you. What's something that a man will do? They'll say you get into like $5,000 in debt, and they be like, yeah, I got myself out of debt all by myself. You created the debt. What you mean? You don't get no trophy for fixing something you messed up. What are you talking about? You're supposed to do that. So it's the same exact thing. You can't self-inflict and then cause a problem and then say you're a hero, you the best thing on earth.
Ooh.
That's how I be seeing sometimes. I see it on both. I see 50-50 on his way and the way that I was saying. I see 50-50. So both need to be attacked.
I agree with that. And the thing is, going to like Trey's example, like working through stuff. People make mistakes in relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Both sides make mistakes.
Absolutely.
The thing is figuring out what's too far for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's too far for you? Like, if you can't deal with somebody cheating, then if they cross that line, then you cut them off. And then if you do take them back, you got to work towards that. I think what happens is some people will go out here, somebody crosses their boundary,
Right. Yeah.
and then they be like, you know what? Like, I'll come back. Like, we'll work on it. But then they don't ever work on it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
They just keep
Then
on blaming. They keep on blaming. But you took him back, so you can't keep complaining. When you took him back.
That's my point. That's my point. So if you take the person back, you can't just let go of the past like that.
Of course.
I understand
Right.
it's a work in progress.
You forgive, but you don't forget.
No.
Yeah, but you gotta be working actively. You can't every time you do something, oh, that's why you did this and that. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep
Exactly.
throwing stuff in somebody's face if you decide to take that person back. Now if they cross that boundary and you let them go, then good for you. You know what I'm saying? That's your prerogative. But if you take that person back, you gotta be working towards a solution. You can't just keep holding the past hostage to that person. You know what I'm saying? You can, and then people that I notice that seem to do that, they like being miserable. You know what I'm saying?
They find comfort in discomfort.
They like being like that. You know what I'm saying? They comfortable with putting the blame on somebody else. Yeah, they made a mistake.
Yeah,
but
like
they might not be the issue.
Like
Maybe it's you.
how long you gonna hold that guy to that? How long? Like if that guy, like it's been a year, and that guy has shown you repeatedly that he's not there. He didn't do, he's not continuously like.
You still bringing it up,
right? If he understood, like y'all got to a point, and he understands, and he like acted, like you said, actively working towards fixing it. Like you can't keep focusing on the past to the point where you're in the present and it's harming you. Take your time to heal, but through that healing, you gotta take accountability in your own.
And what I want to say about this too is the other part is we talked about like the man, like we just talking from the man's standpoint.
Yeah.
So the man messes up and then he leaves the woman or whatever. Sometimes the man leaves the woman because he made a mistake, but she doesn't let it go.
Yeah.
And why should I continue to stay miserable and being punished for a mistake that I made? And I'm showing you that, I'm working to try to better myself.
Right.
And I learned from that mistake and I'm making the corrective actions and you still keep holding on to me. I'm not going to jeopardize my peace of mind.
Exactly.
Because you're insecure about what happened with the situation. Because this is the thing, man. I'm about to get to talk to some people, and I don't know if everybody gonna get the logic.
Right.
When somebody cheats on you, it's not about you. It's about that person. It's about the person that did the cheating.
Yeah.
It don't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Now it's variables.
I don't think it has something to do with the other person sometimes.
It's variables in it, but why cheat when you could just leave?
Ultimately, it's about the other person. Not the other person. It's about yourself.
It's about the person that cheated.
I think so.
Go ahead.
You think so?
Ultimately, because I'm not getting my need met. I'm not getting satisfaction. I'm gonna go find it elsewhere. Even if you try to bring logic to it, it's still a selfish thing. It's still okay. I'm not. How can somebody else make me do something?
No, I didn't mean like the making part, but I think that
they're a factor.
I think it's a
that's
factor.
What,
yeah,
that's what I'm
saying. Word around. I think it's a factor.
It's variables that open up that possibility. But for you to actually do it, it's about that person. Because it comes down to either you not disciplined, you emotionally unstable, so you're looking for comfort, you sexually unstable. You know what I'm saying? It comes down to something with you. Because if you get to the point, let's say you got the random one, you get drunk and you cheat. You don't got no type of discipline.
No control.
You know what I'm saying? No control.
No dick discipline.
But then you
got some dick discipline.
But then you got the one where you end up talking to a girl, liking her, and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yo, that whole course of period of time, obviously that person is giving you something that the person you with now is not giving you. Mm-hmm. So either you let the other person go and you work on it with your current situation, or you gotta let the current situation go and do whatever you want to do.
The work
you know
in.
what I'm saying?
I guess some people want put their cake in and eat it too.
What's the saying?
What?
Have their cake and eat it too.
Have their cake and, I still don't understand it, but I know that's the... Have the cake and eat it too.
I understand, because you're supposed to eat your cake. You know, I'm not gonna have a cake and not eat it, but I understand the saying towards it. The phrase.
I never thought about that. I don't get it.
I have my cake. Yeah, but with cake I'm gonna eat it.
Right. I ain't gonna let it sit.
Yo, I never thought about that, yo.
But
it don't make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to
what
eat
you
at
supposed
home.
to do with the cake? Just
y'all
did it go stale and everything, man? Like, but yo, I'm gonna cut a slice of cake and just leave it right
y'all
there.
silly. But what else makes a strong black woman? I think is, like I said, it's the femininity. I think it's the nurturing.
Yeah.
I think that makes them strong. I think that resilience makes them stronger. I think that being what makes a strong woman is being able to allow herself to play this to play the back end.
Come on.
To let go of her strength that she has and let somebody else take the wheel. That takes a lot of strength to do that.
I wanna word it differently because I know what you're saying, and it's like it takes strength to allow your man to lead.
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
Because yes, you're strong. Yes, you're capable, but it takes strength to allow your man to lead. You know, but the strength is, like you said, is in the support and communication, guys. You can't have community without communication. How you talk to that man factors in the support. I'm telling you, because a lot of black women thinks that supporting their man sounds a lot like, you ain't did this, you ain't got that. Yeah, well, what you doing? When you gonna do that? Man, you ain't did nothing. Let me tell somebody else how much he doesn't do. That's not support. That's not.
Telling all your girlfriends everything.
Man, that's not support.
Oh man.
I don't need to be reminded of what I'm not, where I'm not, what I haven't done, all of those that's negative. Okay. I need you to tell me what I am, because I got it all out here. Once I go outside in this world, I got constant reminders. I'm the main target out here that I ain't shit. You know what I mean? I don't need to come home and be reminded that either. I need to come home and be shown otherwise. Hold me up, build me up, show me the support and love that only these black women can.
And to add on to that, the other great thing about a woman, knowing the proper way to hold your man accountable.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
It goes for each man. Everybody, man is different, but they should know their man.
You gotta know how to communicate with them. Because if I'm slacking, my woman should be the one to tell me, like, yo, like, I need you to pick it up a little bit.
Yes.
Now, how she says it might dictate how I react
to
it.
Don't be soft. Don't be soft. Yeah, but she told you for a reason.
Right.
Exactly.
And it's like, yo, like, I'll never knock my woman for coming at me about something real. That's my partner. That's the strongest player on my team. That's the one who's always gonna be there. If she a rider for real. I don't want no yes men in my circle. That definitely goes for my partner.
Exactly.
That definitely goes for her. So my woman, she comes to me straight, like, yeah, give it to me. And I told her, that's how I need it. So it goes into communication. If you are more sensitive, you know, of course, you got to build yourself up. But if you are more sensitive, you still, because you go at the guys like, nah, don't be a bitch.
Yeah. Stop being a bitch.
You know what I'm saying? But if you are more sensitive about a certain area or a certain thing, then communicate that with your woman. It goes in the line of establishing the boundary, because if you feeling that, then if you communicate that properly with your woman, she's not going to try to, out of respect, she's not going to try to cross that boundary and disrespect you, because then it's going to come off as disrespect if she crossed the boundary on how she communicates it with you. whether it's right or wrong, more than likely it's right. More than likely it's something true. Otherwise, she wouldn't be coming at you about it, because if she's riding with you, it's affecting her as well.
Facts.
You know, so.
Big facts.
I just thought about something else by you saying that. Another part of being a strong black woman that I see, and I'm just going to, you got to be able to learn how to overcome obstacles.
Okay.
And that means either by yourself or with your partner. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the strength comes in. And that kind of tie back into what I was talking about. When somebody make a mistake and you keep constantly bringing up the mistake, you're not overcoming the obstacle. You just reiterating the obstacle over and over again. You're not overcoming it. You got to be able to work through and overcome the obstacles. And you look at our history and everything that we've been through as black men and black women. We built for that. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. We built for it.
Stop.
Yeah.
He said,
But yo, we was built for that.
Yeah.
And we need to tap back in with that sense of community and sense of relationships and sticking through things
bro.
in our relationships and all of that type of stuff, man. That comes down to being a strong black woman or a strong black man or a strong man or woman in general. You know what I'm saying? But in particular, a strong black woman, the things that they have to overcome and the challenges that they overcome.
Right.
You gotta be strong and you gotta be able to fight to get to where you need to get to. And when you're in a relationship, you gotta be able to fight with your partner together. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
To overcome everything. So
love and war?
love and war. Shoot.
Yeah. That's just love and war.
Hey, look.
Fight together towards overcoming the other.
Look, Trey know how to put stuff in, like.
I ain't say. I never said war against each other. War against everything else.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Like, like life is simple, but it's not easy, and we can overcomplicate things by how we feel. True, but each person has to take accountability, and in taking accountability, that goes in the realm of acknowledging faults, acknowledging wrongs, reprimanding and working through it, establishing a destination and working towards it. You know, like not just sitting in your pity, because a black man, I'm telling you, he is looking for, like, if he can acknowledge himself and take accountability, he is looking towards the future. If he stopped doing whatever it is that you had a problem with, that, you know, because everybody is different. What could be wrong for somebody else is like not even an issue for somebody else. And you got to find your partner out here who you're willing to sacrifice for, who you're willing to compromise and change for, or, you know, stop doing certain things for, and be better towards, not only just for yourself, but that other person. So a lot of this unfortunate hurt is all for learning yourself, developing yourself. You don't know the boundary to establish if you've never been in that situation.
Nice. That's all.
You know, like,
that's all it is. That's all life is. It's
constantly learning.
Yeah, just trying shit, not working. Trying shit, don't work. Try shit, okay, this works. Trying shit, this works. Trying
what
shit,
do I
don't
actually
work.
want?
Trying shit, yeah, it's all
Remind
it
me
is.
of J. Cole, man, my favorite verse. Yo. Believe in God like the sun up in the sky. Science can tell us how, but it can't tell us why. I seen a baby cry, then seconds later she laughs. The beauty of life, the pain never lasts.
Never lasts.
Yo, I'll never forget that line, bro. I heard that line back in 2009. And I still remember it every time. Like, I'm going through something. It's like, yo, this is not gonna last forever.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I stay even killed. Even when I got great things going on, I stay even killed as much as I possibly can. If I'm down low, I try to stay even killed.
Yeah.
And that's what life is about, man. Taking those obstacles, learn how to overcome them, and then learn those lessons. So now that obstacle don't seem as bad the next time you encounter it. You know
there you go.
It won't be that bad.
There you go.
So closing out, what's the number one? So we can close out and let these people get back to their life. I think number one, when it comes to a black woman's strength, is going to be, in my books, femininity.
Okay.
Number one.
I would say overcoming obstacles.
Okay.
With
Like resilience.
Resiliency, yeah.
resiliency.
Right. What you got?
And I got to stick with the support and the communication.
Yeah.
I got to stick with the support and the communication because how you communicate to me makes the biggest difference. Don't downplay me. Don't treat me like I ain't shit. We could joke around. We could play. But even in your hurt place, how do you communicate with me? Like,
Like you done been through some stuff.
I done been through a lot.
You play?
I done been through a lot. I can speak on a lot of it. So even like, you know, I got a lot of boundaries because I don't play by my heart. That's what guides me. Everything I do is heart driven. On that closing note, man, we love y'all black women. We want y'all strong out here. We want y'all to be focused on interdependency, where we building together, we come together and have patience. We all need to have patience with one another, have empathy for one another, and just don't be bashing, don't be trying to bring down your comrades, your men. Don't try to bash and bring down even in a hurt place, because we want y'all. We want y'all as strong as possible. We acknowledge that. We acknowledge how great you are. Black men want black women. Let's go ahead and cut that stigma out. And, you know, we're going to just keep on building, man. We love y'all.
All right.
All right, y'all.
Y'all take care.
See you on the
man.
next one.
Peace.
Yeah.